we're gonna just get into it. You know, I look a little shiny. I just got done doing some cardio, and I said, before I'm gonna do my workout, I'm gonna go ahead and do the energy for the week ahead of us. But I haven't done a declare and decree, so you're gonna write this down and burn it. The energy is thick. I destroy and release all lazy spells, all low vibrational energy that has been sent towards me to block my creative ideas, endeavors, money, time, and siphon my energy in the spirit and in the flesh. Someone could be trying to project their stagnation onto you, and laziness comes differently. This could be just someone that is not actually living the life that they truly want to live. A person, you know, you could have a job and you can be enthusiastic at your job, and you can just be around somebody that's not fulfilled in their life, and they can project that onto you. You can be tired all of a sudden out of nowhere. You don't want to do things, so go ahead and clear that out of your energy. Since this shining, I am going to use the blue deck. I'm still breaking these in, but I'm pretty acquainted. We have the Solidate, which is the throat chakra. It signifies our throat chakra. It's blue as well. So expressing your creativity through the throat chakra, releasing the things, speaking your truth when it comes to things, having the courage to take that driver's seat in your life is important right now. Spirit is giving you the opportunity to do so. Alright, so overall energy, Spirit, please give me clear and concise messages when it comes to this reading. Anyone trying to project any lack onto me, I ask that energy is returned to sender 1,000-fold. Alright. Overall energy. Don't tell me that. Oh, Page of Swords out here. Alright, there's some type of communication. Air energy, mental energy here. Starting off useful, eager to get things done. Let's see. Page of Swords for the overall energy with the Hangman and the Eight of Pentacles. Alright. So this is about recalibration when it comes to something you've been working on in the 3D. Is asking for you to look at it differently, speak about it differently. You're surrendering something. Let's see. What do we have here? Queen of Cups. A mother figure. I'm picking up a water guide for somebody. Needing you to emotionally ground yourself when it comes to whatever you're working on. King of Pentacles. Yeah, thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation, which will put you into this King of Pentacles energy. So if you emotionally can ground yourself, be the archetype of like a nurturer. The Queen of Cups is very compassionate, very vulnerable. She is in her divine feminine because she is emotionally stable. King of Pentacles, he is not only grounded spiritually, but as well as the 3D. But it does require you to sacrifice something. And it's going to be because you're working on something. But what is it that you're not seeing? What is it that you're not seeing, my dear, the Hermit? So you have to sacrifice pouring into, you have to come out of isolation, going back into solidarity, inner knowing. Pull back your energy when it comes to how you speak to people. It's something that you know that you can't actually pour this out to others. Not everybody is here to receive your message. And that's okay. That's okay. Five of Cups. Yep. You pull your energy back and you leave somebody in the Five of Cups because they've been feeding off your emotional energy. Somebody's been projecting they weight on you, their burdens. Emperor in reverse. Aries energy. A divine masculine that's not in his masculine energy. Why is this Emperor in reverse? The Strength. Leo. More fire energy. King of Swords. Alright, now you got people coming out from the past. Because of the Emperor upright, it's not, he's controlling, but depending on the cards surrounding him, with him in the reverse, with Strength up here, it's like you're being forced to go through an ego death with the King of Swords. It's like I said, whatever somebody was projecting onto you, they wanted you not to be in control of something, not to move forward. You have the Three of Swords that came out with the Hierophant at the bottom. So it is there is some masculine energy in someone's field. So with the Three of Swords, it could be past lovers that you dealt with, that you probably walked away from. If you are, maybe you are a feminine that was in her masculine energy and you came out like the Emperor in reverse, but now you could be this Queen of Cups and it has you in the King of Pentacles energy because you pulled your energy back. So someone has cut ties with some people. They thought they were going to sacrifice you. Didn't work. And you walked away from these individuals. Well, what this got to do with us? You get the Lovers. Alignment. Like I said, what does this have to do with my collective? Judgment comes out in the reverse. So this cycle isn't closed with somebody. I don't know if you realize that it's still open or not, but with the Hermit, you're going to realize what's been at the forefront. It's something that you've been holding on to, something that somebody spoke about. Page of Swords, whatever it is that they projected that's been in your energetic field. But once you can finally release this and recalibrate yourself to start working on whatever you're working on prior to whatever this was, you will be able to see through the illusions. Dang. Yeah, you get the Six of Swords here, right? The Ten of Swords, King of Wands, the Six of Cups. So that's why I said once you clear out whatever this that they've been projecting on you, you close this shit out mentally. It puts you into the King of Wands energy right back on your throne. Mind you, the King of Wands upright would be the Emperor upright through the stages. You know, once you go through all of your wands, you're the King of Wands, which is the Emperor in the Wands phase, correct? People from your past is finally having to see you in this limelight because you've closed out these mental cycles. So because you have an ability to be vulnerable and compassionate, and because you understand how energy works, that is why you are able to move forward with the Strength here. So people are still holding on to an old version of you that don't exist. So even if they are speaking things about you or on you, it's in page energy, so it can only stick to you if you continuously vibrate at that lower frequency with this Three of Swords here. So the more you clear out, the more you go in the Hermit, understand who you are, and close out the cycles, the shit won't affect you. Which whatever they project onto you will go back onto them 1,000-fold, 10,000-fold. You pick a number. Ooh, can't make it up. You get the Moon in reverse, and it reveals exactly what is going on underneath the surface. The illusions are now shattered. Thank you, Spirit. Always come back to love. Always come back to love. Let me see. I want to clarify the Hangman first. Give me, what is this sacrifice? What is this recount? Influences, attachment, third parties, peers. That's what I said. It was something you were attached to. So, like, whether this was a friend group, whether this was just people you was acquainted with, there may have been some lower vibration, some lower frequency, some karmic debt that individuals have to pay, and you picked it up because you were shielding them, and they got you off track. And so because of that, you have to go through a season of where you was clearing out debt that wasn't even yours, made you go back into hermit mode to figure out who you are and all of those things, right? And because now you're releasing that weight, get to the Five of Cups, which you feel as though you haven't had control of things in your life because you've been attached to other people. Now you're having the strength to move forward, whatever it is that they spoke about, or whoever these air signs are in your energy. They're being forced to see you in the limelight because you're not coming back. You're not. Cycle is still open energetically because someone's pulling on you mentally. So you can be in attacks mentally. Why is the Judgment in reverse? You get loss, grief, depression, sorrow. Somebody could lose their life over some shit. Someone projected depression. So if you are in a chemical imbalance and you don't feel like getting things done, you're only going to pick up on that energy of what you're clearing out because you're already in balance. So you need to get yourself balanced with this Queen of Cups and King of Pentacles. Somebody needs to get one with every element that they need to consume. Magnesium, zinc, calcium. You need all of it to love. But I need you to actively, like when you're consuming something, whenever you're picking something up, I need you to emotionally tie it back to why you're doing said thing. So if you ever, like, that is where you have to do your emotional cycles with yourself. What is it that you are feeling? Why do you feel that? Get to the root of something so that you can see something differently with this Hangman. You can see why someone has been projecting this onto you. And it could be because they were in their ego and thought you were going to come back. Spoke about you coming back. Oh, she'll be back. Oh, she won't be able to make it out here without me. Oh, realizing they're doing just fine without these individuals. That's what you need to realize. Somebody needs to see that the people you were attached to were not great people. And that is okay. Y'all shared, whatever timeline y'all were on. You attracted these people based on individuals that were in your energy. So if you didn't have the best upbringing, you attracted people that reminded you of those individuals. And so now you're not that person. You don't even entertain people that look like such. Give off the same type of energy. What am I going to clarify? The Moon in reverse. Bring it to the surface. Perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. That's what I'm saying. You are literally better off without these individuals. And so it's like, please, you are around people who know nothing about your past, about the things that you've experienced. You can really rewrite your whole story if you want to. You don't have to keep living in that pain. You don't. Create a whole new timeline with a whole new identity. It's not that you forget anything, which is that Hermit. Like, yeah, you will understand, like, with you knowing yourself, you'll know if a motherfucker playing in your face because you already experienced that. That don't mean you got to speak about it or nothing. The minute you realize, oh, that person is operating out of a trigger, I see it. You see when people wear their certain problems on their face. You can see it. The way they walk, shoulders bent over. They walk with it. They walk with that guilt each and every day. Not everybody is going to have confidence to move forward. Some people love to sit in their pity and love to play the victim. Finality, farewells, closure. That's what I'm saying. You never coming back. And it's going to be shocking to somebody that you're not coming back. Some people don't know that you literally be a test in their life. And they fucking fail. They fail every time. You can be sent places just to disrupt the system. And this is where it's like, if you don't know your human design type, a lot of people want to say that they're manifestors. Don't get me wrong. Every single human has the ability to manifest. But if you genuinely know your human design type, like if you know you are a projector, or if you are a generator, like knowing exactly what it is that you do in this life. So when you enter spaces, if you are a generator, you're going to be the one that is making that wheel spin. If you are a projector, you are going to have to lead by example. If you are the manifester, you will be able to bring in those things for other people around you first before you get to see it. You just gotta know. And that is where the hermit comes in. You have your entire life, each and every day that you wake up, to be the best version of you, to focus on you. And because you are so focused on you, you can never go without anything. And so to others, that could be the arrogance that they see. But to everyone else, they see the strength that you continuously show up. So for somebody, you have to literally be the example. You have to be the example. And it does suck. When not only you be like, damn, I'm going to have to be the example, and I'm going to have to be the finished product of this shit. But just knowing that eventually someone's going to say, man, I remember seeing your YouTube or seeing your page, and you only had 20 likes or 10 views or 1 follower. And one day they're going to look up and you have your own TV show, your own network, your own podcast, your own radio station, your own book, your own whatever the case may be. But it has to start somewhere, and that's by you believing in you, by you showing up for you, and by you pouring into you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, socially, whatever it is, fueling every part of you each and every day. Doing what you can do today for the version of you today, but also looking to the version of you tomorrow and the version of you 5 years from now and 10 years from now, whatever the case may be. Which is the King of Pentacles. Yes, he lives presently here because he's grounded, but he's knowing that he's doing for longevity. This is not like just a quick emotional fix. He knows that I have to stay grounded and understand the shit that is currently going on is because a version of me 5 years ago or 10 years ago would have loved to have been in the position that I am in. And because of that, that is why you are always in alignment. And that is why you realize, man, can't nobody call judgment on something that is for you. That would spirit to see that, oh wait, I'm not going to close that cycle out for individual because you deserve to keep moving forward. That's the reality of it. You can't keep looping back to those old individuals, to those times, to those people. You can't keep being the scapegoat. And that's what someone needs. Somebody needs your energy to be the scapegoat. They need to feed off that. They need your energy because they are in a lower state. And I'm not saying, like, if you don't have the spiritual protections to be that version for someone, to help someone get out of this, you better tell them, please go and seek counsel. Go and seek those who have that divine order to do so. So this is going to be heavy on boundaries right now. You're being forced to exert boundaries. And this is energetically boundaries. All these goddamn swords out here. They sending daggers left and right, baby. Give me one more. Twin flame, mirroring, reflecting, shared feelings. That's what I'm saying. And twin flame, of course, it could be platonically. It could be romantically. If you have not done an actual cord cutting, you need to do so. This could be family as well because we have the 6 of Cups here. You have the lovers out here, but shit, you love your family. The moon in reverse, this could be people you grew up with. that is the message that I have for you guys for the first reading. I will do another one because I was wanting to do one for your energy, but this was just about projecting. This is about you realizing that you may not, there's someone in your energy so much to the point where they're projecting this onto you because they don't want you to move forward, because they see that when you release them completely, it's over with. Any and everything is going back on their ass. And this is going to be weight they ain't going to be able to carry this. But that's on them. They shouldn't have sent that shit out. And this is for a lot of people. When it comes to the attachments, influences, peers, parties, you couldn't be the sacrifice. And they didn't realize actually who you were. But that's the message I have for you guys. I would like to say thank you. Check out my Patreon at K's Intuitive Messages, a Sacred Space. Also follow me on TikTok at K8 Tarot. And I will see you on the next one.